guys, Drago here, and we're back with our anime tier list. This is part 2. Kirito, where the hell are you? Kirito,
I'm hiding.
what are you doing? We have to do a tier list video now. Come on, let's go finish anime part 2.
So you won't beat me again?
Just get your ass over here so we can do the video. Alright, next up we have Full Metal Alchemist.
Wait
a minute.
Drago, we already did this.
Wait a minute. No, it's not on here.
It respawned.
No, it
It
didn't.
was an S.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was an S.
We didn't have anything
Yes,
in
the
S.
fuck it was.
We didn't have anything
It
in
was
S.
an A. We did Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay, fine. Alright.
Remember it.
Alright. Next up on our list we have My Hero Academia. Alright, Kirito.
AKA
Good, bad.
the anime with the worst fandom in its life.
I enjoyed this anime. I haven't finished it yet, but what I've seen of it, I have fairly enjoyed. The characters are pretty nice. I hate Bakugo with a passion. I don't like characters like him that are just assholes for no reason. Every other character I think is awesome. The villains are pretty dope. Hey, at least Sasuke doesn't going around beating up innocent people like Bakugo, and at least Sasuke wasn't a bully.
Actually, kind of was on the Academy of Naruto. It was kind of
No, that was Naruto. That was a rivalry. That wasn't bullying.
True.
Anyway, powers are awesome. I like the relationship between Deku and All Might. That was pretty nice. The guy looking at his hero. The whole thing of a guy not having everyone else the powers like anyone else, so he has to make do with what he's got. Pretty awesome. I'd say it's a good anime. What about you, Kirito? What do you think? Good, mid, bad?
I think it's pretty cute.
What makes it good to you, Kirito? I've said my thoughts, now you say yours.
It's decent. My favorite is Deku and Todoroki. Don't really like Bakugo, kind of a dick.
Yeah, Todoroki loved him.
I like the powers. It's overall a great anime. I hate the fandom. It can honestly kill itself. They all get hit by a truck. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I'd probably give it a silly little A.
Give it an A tier. Alright, next on our list we have One Punch Man. Alright, Kirito, is this a good anime, bad anime, or a mid anime?
Hate it.
You hate it. Why do you hate it, Kirito?
First of all, look at his goofy ass fucking face.
Okay, yes, admittedly he does not look like any hero that I would call for help.
Second of all he does is one punch everything. It's not fun at all.
It's the name of the show.
The
but
only
yes,
good thing about this anime, shush your mouth. The only really good thing about this anime was the fight with the silly little alien he had, and he was still beating his ass.
So basically, you just think the main character is a little too overpowered and it's just repetitive.
A little. That's an statement.
Okay, guess what?
Goku. That anime's overpowered as shit.
Alright, where are we gonna put this? F, D, C?
I'm gonna put that little fat boy. Wait, what is it? I forgot. Put that little fat boy in C.
In C? Alright, we'll put it in C tier.
Just because that little silly one fight.
Alright, next on our list we have Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
What can we say? A very dark, serious anime. Some really good animation, especially with the recent finale specials that are popping up all over the place. Titans are terrifyingly awesome to look at. The whole thing of having to slice the neck and cut their heads is pretty... Thank you for pointing that out. I will say, it can be a bit too moody. It can be a bit too moody at times, but it's not that big of an issue. It's just a little nitpick, but it's a pretty awesome, emotional, and very serious anime.
Right.
It's not like...
So in my opinion, the anime got picked up at season 4.
So you think it got better? It got better as it went on, basically.
Yeah. So I would give it.
Slap the thing right into the A tier. Oh, you put it right into the S tier. Next up, we have Death Note. Boy,
an anime that Drago hates.
I don't hate the anime. I just don't like characters like L. He's a little too edgy for me. Also, L is creepy as hell. I'm sorry.
He's creepy, but he's cool.
Yes, he's cool, and I'll admit the music when they play when he writes the Death Note, that's pretty awesome. There's some good
You
stuff.
gotta give props to the voice actor when
Yes,
he says, "Look at this! Oh, this is my perfect victory." That's one of the best.
Yes,
you can
there's some
admit.
great voice acting in
goes
here.
down.
I just can't get behind characters like Light, who's just really just so
Or
edgy
dicks.
and kind of a dick, but not in the fun kind of way. But apart from that, I respect it. I don't hate this anime. I respect it. If I had to watch it again, I wouldn't mind. I just wouldn't be too thrilled about it. But I think it deserves. I would put it in B tier personally. What about you, Kirito? What do you think about this anime?
I'd give it an A actually.
You give it
It's
an
really
A.
cool. I just don't like how it ended.
You just so the ending ruined it for you. Next up, we have Pokemon. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Bring that back. What's wrong with?
Anime. Cartoon.
It's not an anime, he says. Okay, well, fine. I guess we'll leave it at that. That it's not an anime. Technically, not an anime.
Fine. We'll rate it. But
But
it's
we'll
not
rank.
an anime.
All right, we'll rank it now. Is this? We're just gonna assume this is talking about just the original because this is not. This is the original.
Yeah. So let's talk about Ching Chong number 1.
His name is
Wide-Eyed
Brock.
McGee over here.
His name is Brock, you idiot. And that's Misty. Now, the original does have its moments, but however, the league, probably one of the worst leagues Ash has ever fought in by far. I mean, I know it was the first one, but it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough to get through. I mean, but it's iconic. What can you say? It's iconic. But if we had to rank it in the anime, I'd put it into the A tier. The later shows were better. All right, next up we've got Seven Deadly Sins. Pretty interesting character. His sword is a little confusing to me.
All I gotta say is the new shit coming out for Seven Deadly Sins. The animation's amazing. The new studio they came with, remarkable. It's amazing.
It has a bright future. What makes it good as of right now? What makes it good as of right now?
As of this anime series now, I like the story development. I like the backstories. I like all that. It's pretty cool. I like how there's like multiple races and shit. So it's not just little silly Asian people walking around.
Okay. So where are we putting this? A, B, S.
Put on A.
All right, into the A tier. Next up, we've got
it's something I rewatched.
Food Wars. A very weird anime. I don't know why everyone moans when they eat.
In front of your
yeah, because everyone's moaning all the time. But it's a weird one. It's a very weird
Jago,
one.
did you know Sora?
Sora
actually
you just
watched this anime in front of her parents.
That's pick your phone up. All right, Kirito. I mean, it's not a bad anime. It's just a little weird. It's just a little weird to me. But I would put it in I'd put it in C tier. It's all right. It's not something I'd be too excited to watch. Next up we have
Erased.
Good, bad.
I love this anime.
All right, so good. Why do you love this anime? What makes it good to you? What makes you love this anime?
Well, flashback to the last time we tried this goddamn video.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, we tried to do this video before, but stuff happened.
Yeah, shit. My Wi-Fi said non-existent.
That was your
blackout.
No, your power went out, not your Wi-Fi.
No, my internet went out first and then my power.
Oh,
shit. All
right. Anyway, continue.
All right. So Erase. It's a fun little show. I could rewatch it. That's how good it is.
So it's rewatchable. It does have an interesting premise.
Until the end.
So it does end in premise with this guy basically trying to go back in time to save this girl from inevitably dying, and he does do that. But when he does, she ends up getting with someone that's not him, and that's how the anime kind of ends. So yeah, it's
his best friend.
It's one of those anime.
With his best friend.
It's one of those.
Liked each other. This shit is bullshit. I hated the ending. I cried.
It's one of those. It's one of those anime where it's good, but then the ending just kills it. So where would you rank it, Kirito? Damn, S tier. Okay, all right. Next up, we've got Naruto Shippuden.
Naruto Shippuden.
Probably my personal favorite of the Naruto franchise. Now I'll get the negatives out of. Let me get the stop molesting Naruto Shippuden logo. Let's get the negatives out of the way. Let's get the big negative with this one. The fillers. There are a shit ton of fillers in this anime, which some do cut into the main things, like the Naruto versus Pain fight. We had a whole filler about Naruto trying to go into this temple that had something to do with Minato or something. I don't know, it was a really weird filler. Some of the fillers were fun. A lot of them weren't. Like, the robot, the one where Naruto had to fight that robot version of himself was just kind of weird. I mean... So yeah, I think a little bit too much of fillers. Some do get in the way. There's even whole seasons of just filler. But the good, I mean, it wraps up everything that the original Naruto set up. The whole thing with Naruto and Sasuke, their fight finally ends. Naruto finally meeting his parents. Sasuke finally getting his revenge on Itachi, finding out the truth. What's wrong, Kirito?
All these homies dead.
Okay, all right. We're not gonna talk about the Uchiha clan. All right. I will say, a lot of easily the best villains we've ever gotten.
You know what's the most tragic part about the Uchihas dying? Is that 2 Uchihas killed the whole fucking clan.
Yeah, two Itachi and Obito. Well, Obito killed the guards. Itachi killed everybody else. Obito also killed the third Hokage's wife, which, what an asshole. She wasn't even in Uchiha.
He did?
Yes, you didn't know it? He did. He killed the third Hokage's wife. That's why he's single.
That's why he's old.
Okay. So, I mean, characters are...
I personally would give this S.
I wasn't done talking about it, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
my bad, yeah.
probably the best villains. I mean, the villains in the original Naruto were okay, but they weren't. The only memorable one was Orochimaru and Itachi. There was no really, and Zabuza. But in this one, there's a lot more villains. The Akatsuki.
That shit was tragic. I miss Haku.
What the fuck? I mean, the Akatsuki, Obito, Sasuke, Madara. A lot of great villains in here. The whole thing of reanimation was pretty awesome. To see characters like Haku and Zabuza again. The Sound 4 was pretty good. A lot of characters do get more development. Naruto is at his prime at this point. It's pretty awesome. And Beasley, a lot of really great talk no jutsu moments from Naruto, which is what he's known for. Great animations, great fights. So yeah, I think we both put it into the S tier. All right, next up we've got yes, Kirito, you know this one. The story of the 3 orphans that are kind of in slavery or whatever.
It's tragic. This anime is about these little silly kids right here. Alright, so what's happening? These little kids, parents dead as orphans.
Okay.
You know, and this little weird orphanage where they're not allowed to leave a certain period of the property. And at the middle of the anime, they find out that when one of them is sold to so and so adopted, they get eaten by little demons or some shit.
So what is this anime called?
Now they're trying to all escape the.
You didn't tell us what the anime was.
Question.
Oh my god! You don't even know what it's called, do you?
What is that anime with that little orange-haired girl, and they're trying to escape the orphanage? Promise Neverland. There we go.
Okay,
Thank
Promise
you.
Neverland. So where would you put? What makes this good? The story is good to you?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'd put it at a B personally.
Put it at a B tier.
Character
All right,
is
next.
Kinda gay, 'cause I thought it was a dude for a while.
Next up, we've got the original Dragon Ball.
The original Dragon Ball. I was okay with this. It was pretty cool. I don't like how Goku was kind of naked when we first saw him, but we can get over that part.
Yeah, the fight scenes are pretty cool. Characters are pretty awesome. I mean, it's a classic. What can you say? It's a classic. It's one of like the first ones to be like mainstream. So I'd put it. Where would you put it,
Me
Kirito?
personally, yeah, it gets a little boring from time to time, but it is a classic, and I really love it. So
So
I
put it
give
into
it.
the S
I
tier.
get a silly little S.
Next up, we've got.
How to pick up girls in a dungeon? No, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? My bad.
Is it
This
wrong?
anime was so fun to watch. The
So
character progress of Belle Cornell and I really love it because his main how he wants to progress is get close to this girl he likes, who saved him in the dungeon. It's really cool. I like. Oh shit! No. So season 3 really good. Season 2 is okay. Season 1 is probably one of the best. I really like season 3 though. It's pretty cool.
that's so basically it's a great anime. A lot of a fun concept and just overall really entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put it slap it right into the A tier then. Next up, we've got.
Now we have. I actually really love the anime. I just don't know what it's called.
All right, next up we've got
Shield Hero.
Shield Hero. Good anime,
This anime
bad
is
anime.
f***ing tragic.
Is that good or
Main
mid?
character's voice actor died in season 2.
Damn.
They had to change. Loved his voice actor. His voice actor was really known as voice acting. Rest in peace. I cried. I cried when I figured out he died. That
Damn.
shit was tragic. It was never the same. I have not come. To this day, I have not finished season 2 because the voice actor changed.
But what
It was
about
depressing.
let's judge it on season 1 standards.
Season 1, perfect, amazing. I love how at the beginning everyone thought of him as a little scumbag, a villain, and then he proved everyone wrong at the end. It was really cool. It
All right,
was
then
really fun. Philo.
we'll slap it right into the. We'll put it right into the A tier.
A tier, yeah.
Next up, we've got Sword Art
Sword
Online,
Art Online.
an anime
One
all
of my
about
favorite animes.
yes, being trapped in a virtual game in a game that everyone can go to. A lot of really cool stuff. I mean, the towers, the fights, the cool power ups, the devices they use. It's all really fun and entertaining. From what I've heard, the later seasons kind of got a little weird, especially the newer ones. But that's only what I've heard.
Yeah.
I can't prove that or not.
Season 1 and the last season are the best seasons ever.
All right,
All
then.
the other ones are kind of mid. I'm gonna be
All
honest
right,
with you. They're okay.
What else makes this good, Kirito? What makes this a good anime?
What makes this anime boom is the last season. The last season was so fun to watch. His friendship with Ichigo, or I don't. Some shit like that.
Ichigo, that's the character
Was
from Bleach, you dumbass.
No, I know. It's Ichigo or some shit.
Oh, okay.
No, that's actually his name. It's really weird because the last, the game he got stuck in Alicization, aka the last season, was really weird because those people in that game were real people. Like, they have real consciousness and shit, but they don't have a real body in Kirito's world. They only have it in, the underground, aka their world. It was really cool because, for Ichigo, Kirito's been his friend since childhood. But when Kirito was put in the game because he almost died, he only knew Ichigo for a little bit. It was really cool. I really like it. I really liked the last season.
Interesting concept, great animation, great fights. Where are we gonna slap it?
S or A.
We'll slap it right into the S tier then. Next up, we've got.
Now we've already did this.
No, we didn't.
They keep popping up. Yes, we did.
It's not on there.
Twice.
It's not on there. It's not on there.
It's tragic. All right, No Game No Life is about a brother and a sister who are really good at video games. One day they go to sleep and they get transferred into another world. That's all I know. Haven't really watched much of it. Kind of a boring anime for the first.
Alright, then we'll slap it right
episodes.
into we'll slap it right into the D tier then. Alright, next up we've got Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
An anime that is
Then
doing
there's
pretty
Uzi.
well as of right now because it's probably the most mainstream anime as of right now. It's the current most popular one, or at least one of. I mean,
The Nezuko Uzi is
I mean, great, a lot of really awesome and iconic characters. Tanjiro, I mean, the demons, they're all really creepy. I think
Goku,
the
Tengen,
powers,
Nezuko.
the different breathing styles are awesome. The animation is really beautiful. The concept of having to kill, I mean, Muzan, a very intimidating demon.
Demon.
Yes, I mean, awesome. Really tragic when
Kokoshibo, Doma.
tragic when certain characters do die off. The
Goku became a donut.
the sad the even the tragic paths of some of the demons. Keyword there is some is pretty interesting. I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's
just upsetting.
pretty awesome. What else do you have to add, Kirito?
Let's just say Mitsui and Nezuko.
All right, we'll slap it right. We'll put it right into the S tier. All right.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got
Psyche.
Psyche. Good anime, bad anime, or mid anime?
It's a good anime. It's like a little school anime about a character who is overpowered as shit. He can blow up his planet if he accidentally takes one of these things out of his head.
Oh.
He will lose control of his powers and blow up the planet.
So where are we putting it, Kirito?
I'd put this as a B. I can't really explain it all because it's just like a little silly school anime. It's pretty good if you watch it.
Nothing wrong with the classic school anime. Next we've got
Code Geass.
All right, good anime, bad
Pretty
anime,
cool
or just mid anime?
The anime is a villain, but at the same time he's helping. It's okay. It's good.
I don't
It's
mind
pretty cool.
anime. I don't mind anime where the protagonist is a villain. There's anime that do it right, like Overlord is probably one of the more infamous episodes of villains done right. If they're gonna be the protagonist.
Is he a villain though?
Kind of. I mean, he does villainous things, so he's kind of a villain.
Yeah.
He had his elf
like
boy girl beat the shit out of someone with his wooden stick or something. And he goes around slaughtering people in villages, but you get the point. But anyway, continue.
It's good. I like how they have the concept of, doing everything they do in the anime. It's pretty cool how they have the little silly robots and shit. I don't know what they're called. It's been so long since I watched Code Geass.
So basically, interesting concept.
I love his eyes. He has power in his eye.
Oh, okay. Cool. So really cool main character, pretty awesome plot, and the fact that you're following a villain, which is not too common, but is an interesting twist. So where are we gonna slap this, Kirito?
I'd give it a B.
Put it right into the B tier. All right, next, the last one we've got.
Last one.
We've already done Tokyo.
That was the last one, guys.
Oh, I guess that was the last one. Thank you guys so much for watching our anime tier list. This is the final results of our tier lists. Kirito, do you want to make any last minute changes?
Yuri on Ice wasn't that bad. Let's put it on D.
Put it on there right. Any other changes?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit would go up to S.
No, you have to go over here. Alright, there we go. And let's add 2 more on here that weren't in here. 2 mainstream ones. I guess where would you put Chainsaw Man?
Chainsaw Man would be an A.
Put it right into the A tier.
The only part I don't really like about it is when she puked in his mouth.
That's disgusting.
That was a bit
Thank
nasty,
you for putting that visual in my head.
That's eatable.
Ugh. All right, and then one more honorable mention. How about? Oh, I know. How about this one? Another honorable mention. Shit, it's on the tip of my tongue. Reincarnated as a slime. Shit,
as a slime.
Reincarnated as a slime. Reincarnated as a slime.
I would put that bitch on S.
Why would you put it on S tier?
Ooh, I love that anime so much.
Why would you put it on the S tier?
Because I love the concept of the anime. I love how nice Rimuru is, and I love his powers. I love everything about the anime. I love how he's a slime. I love how how he went from just being a silly little slime to an overpowered demon lord. I love how he made his own village turn into one of the most popular kingdoms in the place. It was really cool. I love it. I'd put it on S. It'd be a total S.
Interesting. And our last honorable mention will be Boruto. Where would we put Boruto?
Let's be honest. Beginning of Boruto is horrible.
Yes, we can all agree. It got better, but it took time to get better. It took some time to get better. Once characters like Kawaki started being introduced, it got better, but it took some time.
The only reason it didn't have spunk is because Naruto was first. That is the only reason it was not good.
Like if Boruto maybe came out first, but yes. It's kind of hard.
Shit on it. It's because it's not as good as Naruto.
I mean, yes. I mean, when you're following the son of a very beloved character, and then you have our beloved characters that are just background characters, essentially. It's a little. It's kind of hard to get into those. Yes, like Naruto and Sasuke definitely got nerfed because let's talk about the Sasuke meme where he says, "I ran out of chakra." And let's get the strategies out of the way.
About the meme where his silly little his silly little Renegon got shanked.
I was just about to talk
about Kurama.
Kurama, the death of Kurama,
baby boy Fox.
Yeah, the death of Kurama, the Sasuke being just losing the power that he was given to him with his Renegon being taken away.
You know what hurt me the most?
What hurt you the most?
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you know what hurt me the most? Figuring out that if you go bear mode, that QB, that Ninetales could never exist again.
Yes, the risk that he had to take. There were some like I said, it gets interesting like near the end. But I will say the whole thing with Momoshiki where he first came out, that was pretty cool. He was intimidating for the limited time he was there. I'm not the biggest fan of him living inside of Boruto's body. I mean, it felt like a cheap rip-off of the Kurama and Naruto thing, only except if Kurama was straight up evil, like Momoshiki was. I get where they were going for, but I didn't like how Momoshiki would just constantly take over Boruto's body. I hated that.
Listen, the only thing that will spunk this show up, and if they took a Ten Tails and extracted the Nine Tails out of that and made the new Kurama.
So basically you want Kurama back.
Yes. I'm really depressed.
They have some interesting setups, like the whole thing with I think we all thought when Boruto was going to be coming out, we thought Boruto was just going to be following Naruto's footsteps, wanting to be the Hokage. He actually doesn't. He wants to be like Sasuke, and Sarada wants to be like Naruto. It's an interesting little parallel. I kind of like that.
Let's talk about those silly meme about the second Hokage coming out of his coffin.
Coming to kill all the Uchihas, and then he said, when Sarada said, "I'm going to become Hokage," he said, "Oh, no, you don't." Kawaki was interesting. Himawari needs to learn the Rasengan before Naruto dies, or whatever's gonna happen to him. I don't know. But Naruto, please pay more attention to your daughter, not just your goddamn son. Please, for the love of God.
She's gonna get, some shit that happens to her.
Hopefully. So. The villains were pretty interesting. I thought Jigen or Jigen or whatever, Ishiki, they were all fairly interesting. The whole thing with the karma and the powers, it was interesting. The new eyes introduced were, I would have preferred to stick with the classic three. I mean, the Jogan is okay. No. I would have preferred to stick with the original. Amazing. Yes, okay, I'm talking about the other ones, like the one Ishiki has.
Yeah.
That one's tragic. Or the eye that new girl, Ada? What's her name? I can't say her name right. Her eye power is to see in the past. That's from what I've heard. But yes. But I would put it in B tier. It could be better. It got better. But anyway, then you guys...
do you mean that girl with the red eyes?
No!
That Sasuke met?
No! Oh. That's in Shippuden! That's in Shippuden!
No?
Yes, it is.
It's at the beginning of Boruto. It's Sasuke looking for the Otsutsuki, and he meets a girl, a guy.
Does she have the power?
She has red eyes.
Does she? Is it like a straight? Is it like a straight red line?
No, her eye is like completely red.
I'm thinking of a Shippuden. I'm thinking of a Shippuden arc. All right, whatever. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching our anime tier list. Goodbye, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Say goodbye to the viewers, Kirito.
Please tell Jargo not to put me in his basement.
I said say
It's
goodbye to the
tragic.
viewers, not...
Goodbye.
Alright, bye, guys.